Just about to board the plane. Once again, looking like Pete Dunham but in a wheelchair. So I say once again, it's football day. Let's have some fun. Hello, so me and my uncle are currently sat on the plane. If you're willing to answer this question, from the outside perspective, what were your thoughts on what just went down there? In all seriousness, it's not good, is it, how disabled people are treated on these kind of with these kind of situations?
Didn't look good. Didn't look good for yourself. Looks really uncomfortable. With you getting on mast as well, and everyone watching, another level of discomfort.
Yeah.
It weren't great, that, to be fair.
Also, it took about 20-30 minutes to get me on. The staff members who were lifting me didn't know what they were doing. Felt a bit unsafe. I'm not here to be a coward and complain. I just want it to be less humiliating for people with disabilities getting on and off the plane. There has to be a way to come on here in your wheelchair at some stage soon. Now there appears to be an issue with how they're manoeuvring my wheelchair, which is not great. But following underway. Hello, we've just arrived on Spanish soil. It is officially hot. Might be too hot. Much smoother process getting off the plane this time around. Proper old school individuals, no messing about. Lifts me up, gets me into my chair, sorted as anything. Makes it much smoother. And now I'm waiting for a taxi from someone called Jimmy to pick us up in about 7 minutes. Big shout out to Jimmy. Just for context, this is the kind of taxi that Big Jimmy will be picking us up in. This is my chat-up line for the Spanish chicas today. Hello, señorita. Creo que es muy bonita. Me gustaría comprar a bebé. That means, hello, señorita. I think you're very pretty. Can I buy you a drink? Another update for the vlog. Just had my first piss into bag on Spanish soil. Jimmy needs to sort his head out. He's taking the piss a bit, is this lad? He said he's been driving in a straight line on the app for the last 5 minutes. Come on, Jimmy. El taxi está aquí. The taxi is outside. Stop the press. I'm in a taxi, right? And I've actually been strapped in with a seatbelt and the wheelchair fully strapped in. This is what it should be done like. Big shout out to Jimmy.
Big shout out.
We don't even get this in our own country. Fully strapped in, wheelchair clamped down and everything like in a wheelchair accessible vehicle. Superb, absolutely superb. And also as well, I must add, fair price as well. About £11.
€26.
£11 each.
Yeah.
That's not so bad at all. Buzzing.
Yeah.
I was just saying to Lee, this shows, it's an attitudinal problem because it can be done. It's how you approach the situation, whether you care enough. And people in the UK are just too concerned about money and churning out as much fares as possible. And not about customer service in the slightest, regularly undermining the safety of disabled people when they get in taxis. And we have to change our attitudes in the UK, because if people in other countries can do it, then why can't we? Look at that. I'm a strict cameraman. I don't think they got the memo though that we are uncle and nephew, because like Lee just said, I'm going to have to close my eyes or turn around when he has a shower tomorrow. Jesus Christ. And also, this room smells a bit like actually I won't say that. Just close by to the stadium now, where all the fans are congregating. Good atmosphere so far, and can't wait to get in there. We've arrived here at the stadium, absolutely mint stadium. I'm buzzing to be here on another England away game. As I mentioned many times, it's not about the result for me, it's about the experience. Absolutely class. Bit of a strange first half, slow, laboured, resembled a training exercise, but hopefully second half we can bang a few. This is a message to Thomas Tuchel. I think you need to get me on to liven the game up a little bit, mate. Hi guys, so as you can see, perfect accommodation last night. we've slept in what can only be described as a garage outhouse.
Slept in a garage. You know you slept in a garage. What do you think of the new camp?
Well, unfortunately, it's not quite the new camp. It's what can only be described as the building site.
Well, wonderful.
Yeah, like Rob, we just paid 37 quid to look at the building sites. We're just going to the Barcelona immersive tour now, and we got pretty much like in the UK, they offer a complimentary free assistance scheme to go into the immersive tour. But what's quite funny is, apparently it said on the screen you had to show 33% worth of disability, is it? I think it's pretty obvious in my case, don't you?
He shoots, he scores.
We're in the Barcelona Museum here in what's called the immersive tour. I'm pretty disappointed because I've yet to see myself and Lee up on them. As you know, we're both absolute ballers on you. So yeah, hopefully we see us, you know. This is when we won Champions League for Paddy FC. Bit of an update for the vlog just outside the Sagrada Familia. Queues are massive. Also, that buzzing that we found at KFC that I nearly tipped out of my chair. I gave my Uncle Lee an heart attack, I think they're nearly in Nepal. Just currently really discreetly emptying my piss bag onto Spanish soil. Onto grass. There's levels to this game. Whee! What's Spanish for piss? Can anyone tell me in comments? Loads of pigeons here, mate. So channel me MC Demo. Summer is here. Forget the Gallagher brothers. Check these lads out. You're right. Mad for it. I wonder if they'll do You'll Never Walk Alone. Or You'll Never Walk Again in my case. What a pair of lungs she has on her. And Spain's answer to diversity over here. These lads getting the six pack out. I think I'd put them to shame though with my chippy tits. And also not to 4-3 shapes. Lee just made a very valid point, right? All these historical buildings all around us, been here for hundreds and hundreds of years. And we still can't walk across Memorial Park Bridge in Padiham. Those who know about that, know about that. Mate, we're in a cable car. I'm absolutely buzzing with this. Bit shit scared at first though, because I wasn't too sure if I was going to get in. And the door weren't closing. I thought I was going to be a goner. But wow, look at this. I never thought I'd ever be able to do something like this either. Absolutely superb. What an experience. Look at this view. Brilliant. Breathing in, Patrick. You can't buy this, son. Let's get ready to ramble. Let's get ready to walk. Thatcher's Britain. Just want to also say, right, even though I've had a class time, absolutely superb mint time. Chicken strips from Subway, chicken bites, absolutely awful, mate. Tasted like sawdust. Just filming the outro to this video, and I just want to say, once again, I've had an absolute mint trip. England plays shit, but you know what? It's not even about that, and it never is about that. Like I always say on these vlogs, a few years back, never did I ever think anything like this would ever be possible for me to visit 4 or 5 countries in the space of a year through watching England. You know, absolutely mint, mate. And like you say, it's the people that you meet also that make the experience, and people that you share the experience with me Uncle Lee. Thank you to him for coming along with me as well, and also navigating most of our way around the place, because I know it's a bit of a head better at times as well. But like I said, on the subject of people that you meet though, we've just had a really good, conversation with someone who's an England fan who travels to games on his own because he feels isolated because of the colour of his skin. And you know what? Football is a universal language. No matter where you're from or what you believe in, football just brings people together, and that's a great way to sign off. Thank you for tuning in to this latest vlog, and stay tuned for the next England trip. I think this is probably going to be the last one away game before USA. I hope to get to USA. I think it might be a bit logistically difficult, but we'll take one for the team for the England boys. Nice one.